with Evie and Sammy from Evil Beaver, and they just got done playing. And she is amazing, and so is Sammy. I want to know, how long have you been playing bass?
I've been playing bass since I was 5.
No wonder. Yeah, because I noticed you have a lot of effects pedals with the bass, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, since I was 5, and I'm 100, so that's 95 years about.
No, but what about the effects pedals? What got you started? Because that's a very unique sort of, thing that you add to the bass aspect of playing. So what gave you that idea to add a bunch of?
I was just really attracted to rocking the fuck out, like I wanted it to be ballsy,
Well,
and
that it is.
yeah, and I never found a guitar player that could get it or keep up in a weird way, so I had to compensate for both.
That's awesome. Then you have two amps up there too. Now what's the sort of dynamic with that? You've got the pedals and the 2 amps. Do they have different sounds coming out of them?
They do. One is high end and one is low end.
Okay.
One is very bassy, one is very high end.
Okay. Yeah, because it's amazing. Like, okay, you guys seriously have to come and see them live, because when you see pictures or whatever, you have no idea. This is like, it's amazing. She's so amazing, and I love your energy too, because you're not a girly girl. You got that kind of punk, tough edge, which I completely relate to, and I totally appreciate. So that brings it. That really brings it. No, it makes a huge difference. It's really great. Yeah, how did you guys meet?
Actually, we met in grade school from the same neighborhood.
Third grade.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Wait. Where are you from? Because you have an accent.
From Illinois.
Oh.
From
Chicago.
From Chicago, yeah.
Chicago. Okay.
Yeah.
We met in the 3rd grade.
Okay, well, Sammy over here plays drums. So,
Yeah.
you guys, like, what was your first connection, and how did you guys?
Actually, we met at school and that. We knew each other, from the same neighborhood and that. And then I never even knew
High
she
school.
played. And so later on, mutual friends said, hey, you should jam out with this girl, Evie. And I was like, well, I know her. I didn't even know she played, and that was it. Next thing you know, somehow they set it up so we jam, and the rest was history.
Thank God, because you guys have a really great energy and a great connection on stage. You can totally see it. You guys are seamless. It's really great. So
Thank you.
You guys just recently toured in Russia, right?
Oh, we did. We toured in Russia in the freezing cold winter. We went in January because we're insane.
Yeah. And the other thing that's insane is your vibe, because you've got a very sort of, gosh, I'm trying to think of the way to describe it, because you've got a very sort of, you say what you feel. There's no fear in expressing yourself, which is awesome. But we all know what happened to Pussy Riot in Russia, and so it trips me out when I think of bands like you that kind of, have a different edge. How do you survive out there? Like, what's the vibe out there?
Well, I'll tell you what, in the clubs, it's the most chaotic, most insane, most off-the-hook feeling you could play anywhere, because people are letting loose. Once you get out of the club, you're on your best behavior. In the club, we're punk rockers. Outside the club, we play folk music.
We saw you guys both at the Doll Hut a while back, opening for the Barbed Wire Dolls. And the next time we saw you was at Malone's playing bass with the Barbed Wire Dolls.
All right.
So that was kind of cool too, because you kind of like, you guys are all sort of close that way, you know? It's
Yeah.
really neat to see the...
What I like about, what I enjoyed about filling in on bass for Barbed Wire Dolls is that it reminds me of old school Seattle, you know, where you'd go to gigs and you'd see your favorite band, you know, you'd go see Soundgarden, you're like, oh my God, you know, the drummer from, he's playing in Pearl Jam, you know, and like, it's just a scene and you just help each other out. The show must go on.
And I think has a lot to do with the bands aren't getting paid they aren't getting paid that much by the venues, and that sort of frustrates me and a lot of other people. So we'd like to see a change in that too, because most of the reason people come to the place.
How does Sammy feel about doing music for love and not for money?
Well, it's a tough subject, you know. You know what? It sucks to you know. It usually takes anywhere from 6 to 8 hours just for like a show like this, you know. For say hypothetically, pack up, get ready, you know, all the rehearsals, lessons, to from, time, rental spaces, you know, everything. And then you get to a place, some places don't even want to give you a beer. That's kind of a slap in the face. It's like, do you realize what has been put into this? And I realize you got to do your dues. And sometimes, you know, certain bands may or may not draw, but as a business, I think just like the musician, you got to be willing to sacrifice to. If you want something good, you got to be able to buy the best to get the best. So if you want shit, give nothing and you're gonna get shit. You want good fucking musicians, put up the money.
We're on a kind of a crusade right now for that, because we have a lot of friends that are musicians, and we've been in the music scene for quite some time too.
Because you want to play regardless. So it's like sometimes, oh, okay, well, I'll do this and that, you know, because you still want to play. But inevitably, you'd like to be able to at least eat and show somebody, like the old saying, hey, you could do anything you want. You put your mind to it. Well, if somebody doesn't want to pay you, it shows, hey, you can't be an artist, you can't be a musician.
Yeah, and no, seriously, that's like a huge thing for us right now. That's something that we're really focusing on, and we want to change that.
Everything gets filtered to the 0.001%. You know, the Lady Gagas, the Bruce Springsteens, those are the people that make the money. So it's, you know, the people that play music that have been doing it as long as we have it, do it because they truly love it. The bands that start and think that it's going to be easy, they never last. So, you know, there's a lot to be said for longevity in this business. A lot to be said for bands that manage to keep it together. I wish more people would appreciate that and support that and understand that, you know, in order to keep doing what we are doing, we need some sort of support. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a nice email. It could be something to feed our souls, you know, anything. But we will keep doing what we are doing no matter what. But it gets a more comfortable, and it's a much happier world when we know that there are people out there like you guys who actually give a shit. So, you know what? Reach out to your favorite musician. Tell them how much you love them and what a great job they're doing. Kick them down $5 for their CD or whatever. Buy a T-shirt. It means everything. It means the world.
That's so amazing.